Hi guys! Our theme for the week is spring. In springtime, flowers grow. So we are going to read a book called From Seed to Daisy, Following the Life Cycle of a Flower. So let's start our book. So this page that you're looking at is called the front cover. The bold print at the top is called the title. It's written by Laura Salas, so she is the author. It's illustrated by Jeff Yesh, so he drew the pictures, which makes him the illustrator. So let's see what our little book has to say. Beautiful blooms. Like animals, trees and other plants have a life cycle. Daisies are a common kind of plant in North America. We live in North America. There are many kinds of daisies. Let's take a look at the Shasta daisy. The man who named the Shasta daisy thought the white petals, these are the white petals, he thought these white petals looked like snow on Mount Shasta in California. The way a plant begins. Flowering plants start out as seeds and grow to be plants. Then adult plants make seeds and the cycle starts over. A seed is like a treasure chest. Everything a Shasta daisy needs to start growing is already in the seed. The yellow circle in the center of the Shasta daisy is a group of many tiny yellow flowers. The circular group of flowers is called a composite flower. When the daisy is dry and wilted, the seeds will come out of the tiny yellow flowers. What seeds need? The hard covering of the seed protects it. This covering is called the seed coat. Seeds need the right conditions to grow well. Gardeners can make most seeds grow. They make sure the seeds have the right amounts of light, water, soil, and warmth. In the wild, nature determines which seeds will grow. Seeds that germinate or sprout next to their parent plant will have to compete for nutrients. The parent plant uses up most of the water and nutrients in the soil. Both plants will be healthier if they have more space. The seedling. When conditions are right, a root starts to grow down from the Shasta daisy seed. Then a stem pushes upward through the dirt. The seed has two tiny leaves called seed leaves. This young plant is called a seedling. So these are the roots right here. The seed leaves make food for the seedling later. The seed leaves make food for the seedling. Later, the true leaves start to grow. The true leaves look like regular Shasta daisy leaves, only smaller. So here's our seed leaves. Here's our true leaves. Time to grow. Plants use energy from the sun to make food. This process is called photosynthesis. Energy from the sun, along with water and food from the soil, helps the daisy grow. A full-grown Shasta daisy plant is about 2 to 3 feet tall. It can be about 2 feet wide. During photosynthesis, a plant turns light energy into chemical energy. The plant stores the chemical energy as sugars. It will use the sugars for food. Hey, we eat sugar too! Stems and flowers. Each Shasta daisy plant may have many stems and flowers, but Shasta daisies do not bloom during the first year of growth. After the first year, the flowers bloom each summer and into fall. The plants do not grow in cool areas during winter. Shasta daisies are perennial plants. This means they live 3 years or longer. Some kinds of flowers are annuals. That means they live just 1 year. Pollination. A Shasta daisy's flowers contain male parts, the stamens, and a female part, the stigma. The stamens make a yellow powder called pollen. Pollen is needed to make new flowers. So outside, you may see your mama's car with like yellow all over the car, and that is pollen. It came from flowers. The daisy's bright white petals attract insects such as bees and butterflies. The insects land on the small yellow flowers and drink the sweet liquid or nectar inside. When an insect lands on the flower, pollen sticks to it. When the insect flies to the next flower, it carries the pollen along with it. So what is this insect? That's right, it's a bee. When pollen is moved from a stamen to a stigma, the flower is fertilized. Because Shasta daisy flowers have both male and female parts, they can fertilize themselves. They can also fertilize other daisies. After pollination. After pollination, a tiny seed grows inside each pollinated flower. The daisy flowers dry up. The white petals surrounding the flowers fall to the ground. Soon, the seeds drop to the ground too. Birds and other animals like to eat these seeds. If you like to grow Shasta daisies, you can save the seeds and grow new Shasta daisies, daisy plants, the following year. So they dry up and the seeds fall down. And if you catch the seeds, you can plant a new flower, or the birds can just eat them. Seeds on the move. Daisy seeds need to travel away from their parent plant. This movement is called dispersal. Sometimes animals carry seeds away and drop them. Other times, animals eat the seeds. The seeds return to the ground in the animal's waste. Wind and water can also carry seeds away. If a seed lands in a spot with good soil and lots of sunlight, a daisy will grow in the spring. You should plant Shasta daisies in a spot where they will receive plenty of sunlight. If a Shasta daisy does not get enough water, it will start to wilt. During dry times of summer, you should water Shasta daisy plants. The end. So this book was a non-fiction book, which means it was true and had facts in there about daisies and how they grow from a seed to a flower. Well, I hope you enjoyed that book. I hope you have a great night.